This is the last part of the vocabulary for Unit 3, going over 3.4. It's kind of a random mix of vocabulary, in my opinion. In this, I'm going to go over have and the different meanings and signs for it, and then transitions. Starting out with have, well, am I saying have to or to have? If I'm talking about to have, that means I possess it. I have a phone, I have a water bottle, whatever. Have. And we've had this word before. You might see it two-handed or one-handed. Then we move into have to, must, should, and need. What's important with these is you pay attention to the non-manual markers. So with have to, so I have to go to the bathroom. X hand shape. And when you do it, you're mouthing the mouth morpheme. It's the non-manual marker. You're doing A-V-V-O, avu. So it's almost like you're saying have to. So make sure you pay attention to that. Must, again, X hand shape. And with must, think I must do it. It's a little bit stronger. So must, and your mouth morpheme, your lips are pressed together. Must. Should, there's that X hand again. You'll see it repeated, the movement, but the mouthing, the mouth morpheme is sh. So keep in mind, these aren't sounds. So I'm not saying sh, I'm doing the mouth morpheme. I'm moving my mouth to make that shape. So should, need, X hand, and your mouth morpheme is EE. So going over those again, to have or have to, must, should, need. Then going into the next section, the first one is as time goes by, later, next, like moving forward. You've seen this before, you just didn't know what it was. So you have a bent five hand, and think of you're going forward in the timeline. So I did this job for a long time, and then later on retired. You might see it where their fingers wiggle, but so as time goes by, later, next, then the next one is finish. We've had finish, but we're using it as a transition. For this, if I'm saying after high school, I went to college, I would do high school finish, college I go. So I'm using finish to show the completion of the first part. And then they have enter or enroll. As far as school, it's kind of randomly put on there in my opinion. Enter or enroll. So like enroll or enter school. Then we have start. So in between your index finger and your middle finger, think of starting a car. Move, flat O's. If I'm saying move there, I move it away from myself. If I'm saying move here, I bring it to myself, and you might see it come from this direction. Moving to myself is move here. Moving away, move there. If you're saying you moved around a lot or you moved all over, so moved around a lot. So make sure you pay attention to the mouth morphemes or non-manual markers with have. Practice those and think of some ways you can use the transition signs. For this last part, I'm going to go over major life events and then important documents. Keep in mind, I'm picking the more important, so to speak, words from the list. There is a much longer list, but these are the ones you need to focus on. Starting out with major life events, you have born, or born with a fist. Not a fan of that second one. Anyways, so born or born. Graduate, graduated. We've seen this one before. You might see graduate or graduate, and then to make it graduated, we add finish. So graduate, finish, or graduate, finish. Learn to drive, car, learn. Buy. The word buy is a compound sign. This is the sign for money. This is the sign for give. If I'm giving money, I'm buying something. So buy. And you might be buying a home or a house, a car. So buy. Retire. L hands, retire. Travel. You've seen transfer, travel. Then we have volunteer, F hand shape, volunteer. And then the last one for major life events is die or pass away. In hearing culture, we tend to say less blunt ways of someone having passed away. So they do show the sign pass away. But you will see die or dead. Die or dead, pass away. This is also the sign for gone. That's why you can also use that. So this or this. It's not meant to make anyone feel uncomfortable. It's just direct. Moving on to important documents. Starting out, we have license. Well, what kind of license? You have marriage or marriage license, or you have driver's license, car license. High school diploma, HS, and then either with F hands or O's, or you can change it to college diploma, either of those. Passport, think of here's your, passport, and you're stamping it. Birth certificate, birth or birth, and then certificate. License, certificate. Social security card, you do SS, card. Expired, am I talking about an expired license? If I'm talking about an expired license, I do this. It could be license or passport expired. If it's a certificate, you could do that. All right, so make sure you're practicing. Let me know if you have any questions.